Hi. My name is Brioniara, the Anarchimist. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you're returning. I'm grateful to have you here and I'm grateful for your presence. Over here, we do practice equal energy exchange. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. I want you all to know that these messages are general. So do not take what is not meant for you. Only take what resonates as confirmation. And if anything feels like new information, just know that it is up to you to confirm that with your own personal spirit guides. I'm grateful to be a messenger and a mouthpiece. I know these messages will reach where they are meant to reach. Let's get into it. With all that being said, our collective community is going from the Five of Pentacles energy of lack, insecurity, and scarcity to the King of Pentacles, right? And I'm hearing in your own right. That's for somebody specifically, not from anybody else, in your own right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from the new deck I made. I'm not going to go through talking about what it is. We're going to see what the messages are. Because when I was doing our message of gratitude for the week, it came out to me that a lot of us are revisiting our childhoods right now. And this came out multiple times for us as a collective community. If you've been following me across platforms, the messages, regardless of when you saw the message, time is relative. We are at times revisiting our childhood and our past so that we can see what valuable lessons we've learned and that we can apply to the present in order to procure the future. So, in order to go from that Five of Pentacles, where a lot of us learned insecurity, a lot of us learned doubt, a lot of us learned scarcity, we're needing to revisit that because the good times did exist. If you've read my blog or you have me on TikTok, I posted a healing post saying it's okay to embrace the good times. They did exist. It wasn't an illusion. The love was there. But you do need to acknowledge the whole of it in order to acknowledge that you are whole now. You were worthy then and you are worthy now. You were whole then and you are whole now. You cannot be depleted. You cannot be diminished. No one can take anything from you that you do not give away. Ashe. So let's talk about it. Look at this, a cup of sugar. I kind of feel that as the Ace of Cups, but I'm also getting like you're coming to a point where you won't have to borrow. Smoking or non-smoking, you'll be able to have preferences where you're going to. I'm hearing you won't be told what to do. Speak to our collective community, the spirit of all that is pure, true, and divine. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for the messages. Show us what we need to know. What are we talking about? What's this abundance? What's this healing? Y'all see how things are a bit messy, slippery? Well, sometimes you got to get in there and get messy, okay? Last one. Show us clearly the messages for our collective community. What do we need to know at this time? Speak to us clearly. Okay, that one flipped onto my chest as if it was being, I'm hearing, like here, like something being given to someone roughly. Let's go feed the ducks. So I feel like whatever you've been guided to do to feed your inner child, or whatever you've been guided to do to help others, whether it be humans, animals, whatever the case may be, do it. I'm hearing sow those seeds because they will grow a harvest that you can't even imagine. Look at this. Game Boy Advance on the bottom. Upgrades. I don't make this shit up, y'all. I don't know how many times I've said it, and I don't know if some of you are, because I sense the doubt, and I don't feel that it's a doubt in me as an oracle. I feel it's a doubt in you. That's that insecurity, that root chakra. I'm not projecting, I'm not gaslighting. I feel it in myself sometimes, the inaccuracy, right, of the way I see myself at times where it's like, I know I'm good, but no, I am damn good. Do not worry about that doubt. I promise you, you're about to be proven time and time again how wonderful you are, how full of wonder you are. If you saw the gratitude message, wonder is a theme here. How full of wonder you are and how much you are a light to this world and those around you. That is nothing small. Don't let anybody diminish that, especially not yourself. Be your own champion, not your own enemy. Sega. OG, nostalgia. You are the OG. You are the OG. If you've been thinking or feeling things from your childhood that have felt nostalgic to you and you kind of want to, embrace it or indulge in it, do it. 100% do it. Yeah, field trip. And it's with a Lunchable. Do the things that you wanted or needed when you were a child for yourself. Shit, if you want to go out and have a Lunchable, go out and have a Lunchable. I used to love it when I would go on a field trip, especially when my mom would chaperone, and I would get a Lunchable instead of having to do whatever bag lunch they had or whatever. And I recall, I think my parents thought they were doing their big one by getting me that deep dish pizza, but I hated the texture of that crust. It just came with like better sides. But, anyways, do it. Do it. Whatever you feel guided to do, even if it doesn't have to do with childhood or nostalgia, do it. Anything else from this deck? Ooh. Put your seatbelt on, sit back, because you're about to go for a ride. We have Five Below, Spencer's, and Hot Topic on the bottom. Freedom. Y'all know when like your parents would let you go to the mall by yourself or with your friends, or they would go to their store and you were able to kind of walk around and you found your young ass in Spencer's or Hot Topic and you were seeing things you had no business seeing. Well, you felt free, right? But Spirit is saying now that you know better, do better. Put your fucking seatbelt on. And I don't know if I'm talking to someone who doesn't actually wear their physical their seatbelt. Put your seatbelt on. That's not a threat. It's not fear mongering. Just if you know you could be safer, why not be safer? Right? If you could wear a helmet, wear a helmet. I heard, oh, yeah, see? What did I just say? This is YOLO in reverse. This says, what's the worst that can happen? And it's in the reverse. Stop living life like it doesn't matter if you leave it. Stop living life like people wouldn't give a fuck if you weren't here anymore. And I can feel tears. I feel emotional. Stop living life like if tragedy struck, who cares? I'm hearing Nothing Even Matters by Sir. It matters. Sunday dinners, routines, and tradition. You would be missed. Stop living life as if nothing matters. Stop doing people dirty and thinking, oh, well, I wasn't shit anyway. Stop giving too much and thinking, well, I got enough to give anyway. Be intentional about your energy with yourself first. So with all that being said, now that I've kind of gotten in y'all ass a little bit, we're going to pull from the Career and Life Oracle, right? Because now you're big, you're grown, you're free, you know what to do, you big and bad, right? So let's talk about it. What are you receiving the answers to or the keys to? You feel like you got the keys? Well, you do because you're brilliant. You absolutely do. And that's exactly why you should be taking care of you. Wisdom doesn't say take unnecessary risks. Wisdom says sometimes faith requires that risk. Sometimes you do need to leap for faith. Sometimes you do need to jump off the cliff. But if you have good knowledge that there are sharp rocks waiting for you down there, do you really think that you can say, "Oh well, I'm seeing someone do the cross motion, like okay, give it to God." You knew there were sharp rocks down there. So why are you playing? That's the energy I'm picking up on. I'm seeing OT. Are you working overtime? You won't have to do that for long. Two more shuffles I'm hearing. Reflection. Sometimes you are the light that you see in other people. See how this isn't really coming together? Sometimes you are the light that you seek in other people as well. Yeah. Having them flashbacks, aren't you? Something may come back from the past. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. This is a reminder to like the video. Definitely comment, share, and subscribe if you feel guided to. You can tip your girl. You can book with your girl, 202-703-6648. You can text me for a free card pull as I'm talking about my offerings. You can text me for a $5 question or a $14 personal reading. You can also go to www.simplestparadox.com, navigate to book online, and all my services are there. Which reminds me, actually, I think tomorrow was the last day for, what was it, 30% off using code CHANGE. Yeah, we haven't really been talking about that. Um, Go do that. I do feel like where you felt you were frozen, you just didn't take advantage of something. Because moving up here is in the reverse, and I just feel like there's something that you have. I'm seeing GA again. Is that Georgia? This is like the fourth time I've seen that for the collective community. But there's something where you haven't advanced because you chose not to. Because I'm getting that I have sales all the time. I have all these offerings. I'm always here. I'm here in support of you, but I can't make you utilize me. I can't lead you here. Spirit led you here. Your highest self led you here, but I can't make you drink. I can't say here, take the message, take the message. That's not how that works. I am here. I've made myself available, but I also require that reciprocal energy, that equal energy exchange. I'm not here for nothing. I'm not here for free because I know my value. So, yes, like the video, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, whoever needs to hear this message, whoever you know be out here living wild and free, who needs to have a bit more care for themselves and others, send it to them. 11:11 on my timer. It's something about what you're wishing for. You have more power surrounding what you're wishing for than you think. This says you are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. Why aren't you climbing? If there's anything you should be saying YOLO about, it should be whatever this opportunity is for you to ascend, whether it's spiritually, physically, your career, your relationship. Why aren't you moving up? Moving on up. Why aren't you moving up? Who said it had to be to the east side? Why aren't you fulfilling not even your potential, your skill? You're my, yep. Ugh. Get me getting all tongue tied. My air just clicked when I said that. We're not even talking about potential anymore. We're talking about skill. Show us clearly. Thank you, Spirit. We're grateful. I'm hearing you can hide the piss in the hallway. I'll take the Picasso. Why are you accepting of crumbs? Is what I'm hearing. Courage came out. Do you have the courage to love yourself? This fell on Let's Go Feed the Ducks. Do you have the courage to just go? I'm getting just be, just literally in the flow, to just flow with your life. Be who you want to be. If you want to blow their phone up, blow their phone up. Not in a toxic, abusive way. If you want to shower someone with gifts, gratitude, whatever, why aren't you doing it? And I'm always speaking to myself first, and my body is hot. Let me get real for a minute. I have this thing, right? I'm full of light, I'm full of love, and somehow I get intimidated, not by others' reactions, I'm realizing, but in wisdom, intimidated by myself, because so much of my life has been indulging others in their opinions of where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. And so it gets to a point where I want to pour, 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 pour. And then it's like, no, let me chill. Let me chill because they can't handle it. Well, I'm getting that as within, so without. If I'm constantly telling myself that people can't handle me, that people won't meet me where I'm at, that people won't reciprocate XYZ, mind you, this is on a subconscious level. If I'm telling myself that, that is exactly what I will create. I won't be moving up nowhere. If I continue to think that there's no one out there that can match my fly, that can match my spiritual ranking, that can, you know, get with it, then that's what I will create. So take this self-disclosure as a hand to say you can be as great as you are. You can be as big as you are, as bright as you are, as loving as you are. Because best believe if you were created, there's got to be something out there that can match your fly, baby. There's got to be someone, something out there that can help you feel fulfilled. Woo. No coincidence that I looked at the word rage with encourage. You might be feeling very angry lately, very hot-headed, very, I'm seeing someone honking in traffic. Like you are just on your at your wits end for life right now. And you're feeling unfulfilled because there are leadership opportunities for the taking. Why are you not moving up and embracing them? See, I have this theory, right? I'm sure it's a quote somewhere, whatever, but I have grown to realize that the best leaders don't want to lead. The best leaders don't want to be put at the forefront. They don't want to sit on the front pew. They don't want to be in front of the screen. They don't want to be, at the front of the line. Confirmation honk. I don't know if that was audible or not. The best leaders don't really want to do it because the best leaders are self-confident and self-aware and self-advocating and self-accountable to a level that they feel like, who am I to be anybody's role model? Who am I to lead anybody? Who am I to tell anybody what's right or what's wrong? I've made my mistakes. Well, baby, the fact that you own them says that you are worthy of leadership. You got to stand up. You got to stand up. I'm hearing that song again. When I move, you move. Just like that. He says, stand up. Where are you moving to if you don't stand up? Where? Where? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear it because I've tried it that way and I failed. So if you have a way to get that done, let me know. Is there a way to move up without courage? Is there a way to move up without having faith and taking the risk? You let me know. You let me know in the comments. But if you're resonating with this message where you know you haven't been standing up to your full potential, drop 333 in the comments right now. Don't wait to do it. It won't stop the video. Drop 333 in the comments because I've been feeling Jupiterian energy so heavy, so heavy. And that is expansion. That is growth. That is renewal. Answers on the bottom. You will resolve your current situation soon. You will find unique ways to stand out. A new opening. Comment 333 if you're ready for a new opening. If you're ready for the answers you've been waiting for, comment 333. Anything else? Double honks outside. What did we say recently? If you hear car honks, that's travel. We have expression and we have locked. You're afraid that what you want is not available to you. So you don't even try. You're afraid that if you say a thing or do a thing or sign a thing or commit to a thing, that it will still be unavailable to you, baby. That's not true. I know that you were trained that way and you were trained that way for a reason. My body is so hot right now. You were trained that way for a reason so that you could exercise discernment, so that you could exercise your own personal power, so that you could be reminded, not taught, reminded that the only person on this earth you can control is yourself. Not your parent, not your girlfriend, not your child, not your dogs, not your nothing, nobody but you. And that is your power. So instead of sitting and contemplating while you're not getting what you want, express yourself so that you can unlock what this is. Whether this is hitting somebody up, whether this is dropping some knowledge or some honesty, whether this is applying for a new position, applying for a home, applying for a loan, whatever it is that you know you need to go ahead and do to advance yourself, do it. It may not be in reach now, but while you await for the opening, you need to be embracing all that you are. Your new place offers job security, whether this is a career, a relationship, whatever. Security, that root chakra we were talking about, is on the other side of what you express. I'm hearing you've got to say it. I just sat back in my chair. I don't know if you're talking to someone. I don't know if this is like an elder. I'm seeing a man with glasses, short haircut, kind of gray, maybe some facial hair. Maybe this is some sort of counselor or some sort of administrator of something, but they're sitting back like, you have got to say it. This says you could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. You have to say whatever this is. You're needing to express something. You don't want to take this risk. You want to do what's safe. You want to, and see that, take what resonates for you. As I said in the beginning, you got to know what's for you, baby. I can't do that for you. You would have to book a personal reading to really make it make sense. but only pick up what is yours. Don't walk off with somebody else's stuff. Another message I'm getting is that someone is playing it too safe. Either this is mirrored images of yourself, two sides to the same coin, or this is like you and another person where one of you plays it too safe. The other one is a bit too risky. And so there's got to be a meeting of the middle where that's expressed like, okay, this is what I want. Okay, this is what I want. Can we make this happen? But it has to be said, because for someone playing it too safe, it's like, okay, you got your seatbelt on. Wow, I just remembered this says sit back like I just did. I'm hearing you sitting back and you're on your couch and you're watching your life go by. I don't know, babe. It seems like you have to say something. Anything? What's that say? What does that say? Okay. Don't ever come on here playing like I'm not speaking truth. One or two last cards. That almost came out. People skills. See, the mask you put on is the life of the party, right? Do that in your personal life. One or two more for our collective community, and I'm a gonna. Somebody could be listening to Gunna. Y'all like Gunna? I don't know none of these rappers, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm hearing woo. Whoa, whoa. Fortunate by Maxwell. All right, let's see. We've got the future. Plan for your future while you're living in the present. As it was said earlier, this may be a bit far off. Maybe this has to do with January, like it was mentioned in the message of gratitude. But while you're in the present,